Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Fadilah binti Muhammad Uthman. My matric ID is 26DUP21F1035. Today, Balkis and I will be present about stress. So, let's get started.
My name is Putri Balkis binti Muhammad Nur Azli. My ID matrix is 26DUP21F1059. What is stress? Stress is a problem that is being faced by Malaysian society. There are 4 types of factors that can cause stress to a person. The first is survival stress. This survival stress occurs when you are in a threatening situation, whether emotional, physically, and feeling like afraid to cope with the threat you are facing. The second is the stress that occurs in the self, where individuals who have a personality type A, that is to high ambition, want perfection in all work, are too concerned with work and expect high result. The third is stress caused by the workplace environment. Stress in the workplace can arise when there is an unconducive environment, such as narrow workplace space and unsuitable work condition, noisy atmosphere at work, and inefficient management of the workplace environment. There is also stress caused by lifestyle and work. Among the factors that contribute to type stress are such as workload, such as stress in terms of time or expiration date of work that needs to be complete and burdened with responsibility beyond one's ability and experience. Source of stress, environmental factors. Stress at work can also cause accident at work, increased cost for occupational safety and health, trauma disorders cumulative affecting job performance as well as interfering in individual social life. Security issue and occupational health due to stress in the workplace should not be ignored by the organization because of it can cause a country human resource loss of competitiveness. Human resources that feel threatened by security and sanitation issues will fail to make full use of their creativity and perform tasks at a minimum. The second is personal factor. Family stress is also a cause of stress among adolescents. The cause of job loss and never-ending household problem cause some family members to quarrel with each other, and this situation creates tension among family members. Such a phenomenon creates stress problems among family members. For example, troubled family members will be tempted to commit acts that could injure them physically and mentally, such as attempting to jump from a tall building. What causes stress? First is divorce or separation is going through. A divorce separation can be a really harrowing experience. Depression can hit any one of us and at any time and is very real. If you feel that you might be experiencing stress or depression and can see any good in your life, then it is vital that you do seek support sooner rather than later. It is often described as feeling as though a dark cloud is over my head, coupled with a feeling of hopelessness or not feeling anything at all. We are only human, and we have all had time in our life when we struggle to cope with what life throw our way. Sometimes working overtime hours also give you less time to prepare healthy meals, exercise, relax, and enjoy life. Studies have shown that those who work overtime may have increased body mass index and alcohol consumption, which may lead to many other health problems. Putting in those long hours can also have a negative effect on your mental health. Spending more time at work and worrying about work increase your stress levels. It also puts you at a higher risk of depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Working overtime also puts stress on personal relationships, which increase your risk of depression. It increases the risk of familial conflict, and when one or both couple in a marriage work consistent overtime, it increases your chance for divorce. The last one is becoming the victim of a crime or national disaster. Bullying has a detrimental effect on our health. This behavior is painful, embarrassing, and cause anxiety or stress. Anyone who is bullied can experience depression, chronic pain, digestive problem, or even insomnia. They can also experience this effect in the long run. People bully others in many destructive ways. It happens not only in school but also in our workplace, in our relationship between parents and children, and even between siblings. The consequences of bullying are so severe that experts believe it is a public health problem. Other bullies are the result of poor parental parenting. On the other hand, a small number act out of malice.
The symptom of stress. Psychological experiencing occasional anxiety is a normal part of life. However, people with the anxiety disorder frequently have intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everything situation. Often, anxiety disorders involve repeat episodes of sudden feeling of intense anxiety and fear to terror that reach a peak within minutes. This feeling of anxiety and panic interfere with daily activity, are difficult to control, are not of proportion to the actual danger, and can last a long time. Depression. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotional and psychical problems. The management of stress. There are many ways you can take steps to manage your stress in more healthy and productive way. First, you can track stresses and avoid them. Keep a journal for a week or two to identify which situation create the most stress and how you respond to them. Second, you must develop healthy response. Do your best to make healthy choices when you feel the tension. You must know your limit and never take on more than you can cope with. Please don't be afraid to say no to people if you don't think you can do something. So, in conclusion, there are various efforts that make to cope in stress in life. No matter what happened, want it or not, we had to face all the pressures that we need to face all the pressures that we had to face all the pressures that were there for the sake of more meaningful survival. Stress is a problem, and stress is also a source of motivation. Therefore, without stress, life is less radiant like a tree that does not flower. With stress, also our mind become more mature and mature. Despite in our perseverance in the face of the pressure, we still need other human beings to deal with it more rationally. In this case, both parents will be our source of reference, in addition to peers who are closely related to us. We also do not forget the teachers who educate and taught us to be a knowledgeable person. In need, only perseverance and strong faith can help us face all pressures calmly. Thank you.